What is up, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, everybody tuning in into this video, guys? Thank you for clicking on it. And we're continuing breaking down the pithy sayings of Proverbs, right? Because we want wisdom, we want knowledge, we want to be able to apply it to our life as well as help other people in this world to be successful, to do the God-given purpose, the plans that He set for you on this earth to do, right? So, guys, today we are breaking down Proverbs chapter 1, verse 19. And what is it telling us today? It says, "So are the ways of everyone that is greedy of gain, which taketh away the life of the owners thereof." Guys, just like everything else, when you read the Bible, we got to have context. You're like, okay, what does this mean? What is it really saying? I mean, let's go back to the previous verse, right? We already know in the beginning of Proverbs chapter 1, verse all the way up to 19, basically. Solomon is spitting the game to his son because Solomon been around. He's like, all right, I'm going to be giving you this game, this wisdom, because you're going to be taking over the kingdom. You got to understand what people are going to do. So he's breaking it down. He said, when sinners entice thee, consent thou not. He's letting them know, like, they are going to come. They're going to try to entice you. You're going to have some assets. They're going to want to mingle with you. They're like, combine our purses together. Let us all run with one person. All these different things. They're like, let's group in together. Let's get along with the get along. Let's be friends. Let's do all of this stuff. And then when you think everything's peaceful, they're going to start hitting you up with some crazy stuff. I'm just gonna read. I want to read it one more time, so that way we can follow along. It started at verse 10, and he says, "My son, as sinner entice thee, consent thou not. If they say, Come with us, let us lay wait for blood. Let us lurk privily for the innocent without cause. Let us swallow them up alive as the grave, and whole as those that go down into the pit. We shall find all precious substance. We shall fill our houses with spoil. Cast in thy lot among us. Let us all have one purse. My son, walk not thou in the way with them. Refrain thy foot from their path, for their feet run to evil, and make haste to shed blood. Surely in vain the net is spread in the sight of any bird, and they lay wait for their own blood. They look privily for their own lives. So are the ways of everyone that is greedy of gain, which taketh away the life of the owners thereof." Guys, right here, without a doubt, Solomon spit the game for his son. They come innocent, but they want you to mingle with them. They want you to get into the crimes, get into the little gain activities. And Solomon is painting a vivid graphic illustration of how this cutthroat is going to come to you, because they're just like a wolf in sheep clothing. When we look at this, that greedy gang is so focused on about getting their assets, stacking up their money, collecting all these material things, but they're not paying attention to the graphic crimes that are happening to these persons and these people out here that are out here stealing, that's out here committing crimes. Because like I said, people are going to protect themselves, they're going to protect their family. So when now that criminal that went out and decided to break into somebody's house and break into somebody's vehicle, the other person, they decided to defend themselves and shoot and kill that person. But these people, I love how Solomon used the illustration of a bird, because birds, they're smart, but they're also foolish. You can make a trap. Like I said, I think I talked about in the other previous proverbs. Like, my dog goes outside, they smell my dog, they see my dog, but the birds are so focused on the food, just as these criminals are so focused on the assets, collecting the money, being somebody and whatever. They want that car. They're going to go out there and get that car, even if their life is on the line. And that's the stuff that they're going to do. And I love how Solomon, he really painted that vivid picture. And he's like, that bird is waiting. He sees the nets being spread out. He knows that net's going to catch him. But what does he do? He goes out there anyway just to get the food, because he's like, I want that food. That's the only thing that's on my mind. I don't care what's going to happen. And that's the same thing for a lot of these criminals, right? I want to throw some different verses in there too, so that way we can gain our knowledge. So just like any murderer, they lie wait for innocent blood. They're looking, they're watching this person. They're like, okay, I see what this person do. I know what time they're off, and I'm gonna go rob them. But they're really setting up our own trap for themselves. In Numbers 32, 23, I believe, it says, but if ye will not do so, behold, ye have sinned against the Lord, and be sure your sin will find you out. See, when you sin against God, your sin will find you out. I mean, like, God's judgment is going to happen. It's going to happen in your life. But the same thing too, these people on this earth, they're going to protect yourself. A lot of the time, God's judgment is built into the law. It's built into the rules. Like, for example, right? If you're fornicating, if you're lying, these things are going to find you out no matter what. Have you ever told a lie and then the lie has to turn to another lie to back up the other lie? Your sin is going to find you out. A person that's out here sleeping around, they're married and everything else, they got a family, that is going to come out. Somebody's going to say something. Something's going to happen.